Our planet is a place of constant motion, powered by energy. Every second, countless processes are happening all around us, driven by the energy that fuels life and civilization. From the smallest cells to the largest galaxies, everything in the universe requires energy to exist. This energy is the lifeblood of the cosmos, enabling stars to shine, planets to orbit, and life to flourish. We humans are no different. Our modern world thrives on energy. It powers our cities, lights up our homes, and keeps our devices running. Without it, our daily lives would come to a standstill. We need it to power our homes, fuel our industries, and transport our goods. From the electricity that lights up our rooms to the fuel that drives our cars, energy is the backbone of our modern existence. For centuries, we have relied on fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas to meet this insatiable demand. These resources have powered the Industrial Revolution, driven economic growth, and transformed societies. But our dependence on fossil fuels has come at a cost. The extraction and burning of these fuels have led to environmental degradation, air pollution, and a significant increase in greenhouse gas emissions. The burning of these fuels releases harmful greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. This has led to a warming planet, melting ice caps, and disrupted weather patterns. The consequences are already being felt around the world, from rising sea levels to more extreme weather events. Coastal cities are facing the threat of flooding, while other regions are experiencing severe droughts and hurricanes. The quest for clean and sustainable energy sources has become one of the defining challenges of our time. Renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydroelectric power offer a promising alternative to fossil fuels. This energy challenge is not just an environmental one, it's also a geopolitical one. The control and distribution of energy resources have significant implications for global politics and economics. The uneven distribution of fossil fuel reserves across the globe has led to competition and conflict. Countries rich in these resources often hold significant power and influence on the world stage. Countries that control these resources wield significant economic and political power. This has led to alliances, rivalries, and sometimes even wars over access to energy supplies. In recent years, the global energy landscape has been undergoing a dramatic transformation. Advances in technology and growing awareness of environmental issues are driving a shift towards renewable energy. The 2022 energy crisis in Europe, triggered by geopolitical events, has exposed the vulnerabilities of relying on a single dominant supplier. This crisis has highlighted the need for energy security and diversification. This crisis has served as a wake-up call. It has shown the importance of having a resilient and diversified energy supply to withstand geopolitical shocks and market fluctuations. It has forced nations to rethink their energy strategies, diversify their energy sources, and explore new partnerships. The push for renewable energy has gained momentum, with countries investing in wind, solar, and other sustainable technologies. In this evolving energy landscape, one continent stands out as a potential game-changer: Africa. With its vast natural resources and growing investments in renewable energy, Africa has the potential to become a major player in the global energy market. The continent is rich in solar and wind resources, making it an ideal location for large-scale renewable energy projects. Countries across Africa are beginning to harness these resources, building solar farms, wind turbines, and hydroelectric dams. These projects not only provide clean energy but also create jobs, boost local economies, and improve energy access for millions of people. International investors are taking notice, pouring funds into Africa's burgeoning energy sector. African leaders are also playing a crucial role, forging partnerships and signing agreements to advance the continent's energy goals. The future of energy in Africa looks promising, with the potential to transform the continent and contribute to global energy security. As the world continues to grapple with the energy challenge, the shift towards renewable and sustainable energy sources is more important than ever. The journey is complex, but the destination is clear: a cleaner, more sustainable, and equitable energy future for all. For decades, Europe has relied heavily on Russia to meet its energy needs, particularly for natural gas. This relationship was built on a foundation of mutual benefit, where Europe received a steady supply of energy, and Russia gained a significant source of revenue. This dependence stemmed from a complex web of historical, economic, and political factors. The infrastructure for this energy exchange was developed over many years, with pipelines and agreements that intertwine the two regions' fates. Russia, with its vast reserves of natural gas, became a reliable and relatively affordable supplier for many European nations. The sheer volume of gas available in Russia made it a natural partner for Europe, which was in constant need of energy to fuel its growing economies. Pipelines crisscrossed the continent, carrying Russian gas to power homes, businesses, and industries. These pipelines were the lifelines of European energy, ensuring that the lights stayed on and the wheels of industry kept turning. However, the events of 2022 sent shockwaves through the global energy market, exposing the fragility of this dependence. The sudden and dramatic changes in the geopolitical landscape had immediate and far-reaching consequences for energy prices and availability. The conflict in Ukraine led to unprecedented sanctions on Russia, disrupting the flow of energy and sending prices soaring. The sanctions were a response to geopolitical aggression, but they had the unintended effect of creating an energy crisis in Europe. Europe, heavily reliant on Russian gas, was hit particularly hard. The sudden shortage of gas led to a scramble for alternative sources, but the infrastructure and agreements were not in place to quickly replace the lost supply. The continent faced an unprecedented energy crisis. The lack of gas led to fears of blackouts and energy rationing, and governments were forced to take emergency measures to ensure that the most critical needs were met. Households struggled to pay their energy bills, and businesses grappled with rising production costs. The economic impact was severe, with many businesses facing the prospect of closure due to unsustainable energy costs. The crisis highlighted the risks of relying too heavily on a single supplier, especially one with a history of using energy exports as a political tool. The realization that energy could be weaponized in this way was a wake-up call for European policymakers. It became abundantly clear that Europe needed to diversify its energy sources and reduce its dependence on Russia. This was not just a matter of economic security, but also of national security and political stability. This realization marked a turning point in Europe's energy policy. The need for a new strategy was urgent, and policymakers began to explore a range of options to secure a more stable and sustainable energy future. The continent embarked on a quest to secure alternative sources of natural gas, accelerate the transition to renewable energy, and improve energy efficiency. This multifaceted approach was designed to create a more resilient energy system that could withstand future shocks. This quest has led European nations to look beyond their traditional partners and explore new horizons. The search for new energy partners has taken Europe to regions that were previously overlooked or underutilized. Among these new horizons, Africa has emerged as a continent of immense potential. With its vast natural gas reserves and growing energy infrastructure, Africa offers a promising alternative to Russian gas. European nations are now forging new partnerships and investing in African energy projects, hoping to create a more diversified and secure energy future. In addition to seeking new gas suppliers, Europe is also making significant investments in renewable energy. Wind farms, solar panels, and other renewable energy projects are being developed at an unprecedented pace, with the goal of reducing reliance on fossil fuels altogether. Energy efficiency initiatives are also a key part of the strategy. Smart grids, energy-saving technologies, and other innovations are being implemented to reduce overall energy consumption and make the most of the energy that is available. The ultimate goal is to achieve energy independence and create a secure, sustainable energy future for Europe. This turning point in energy policy represents a significant shift in how Europe approaches its energy needs, with a focus on resilience, sustainability, and security. As Europe moves forward, international cooperation and innovation will be crucial. Energy policy summits and collaborations with other nations will play a key role in shaping the future of energy in Europe, ensuring that the continent can meet its energy needs in a way that is both sustainable and secure. The journey towards a new energy future is just beginning, but the steps taken today will lay the foundation for a more resilient and sustainable Europe. This turning point is not just about overcoming a crisis, but about building a better, more secure energy system for generations to come. Africa is a continent of immense diversity, both in its cultures and its natural landscapes. From the vast savannas teeming with wildlife to the bustling urban centers rich in history and tradition, Africa offers a unique blend of the ancient and the modern. Beneath its vast plains, deserts, and rainforests lie enormous reserves of untapped energy potential. These natural resources are not just limited to the surface, they extend deep underground, where vast quantities of natural gas and other minerals await extraction. In particular, Africa possesses significant reserves of natural gas, a cleaner-burning fossil fuel compared to coal. This makes it an attractive option for countries looking to reduce their carbon footprints while still meeting their energy needs. These reserves are estimated to be enough to meet global demand for decades to come. As the world shifts towards more sustainable energy sources, natural gas serves as a crucial bridge, providing a reliable and relatively cleaner alternative to more polluting fossil fuels. Several African nations have emerged as key players in the continent's burgeoning gas industry. These countries are not only tapping into their natural resources but are also investing in the infrastructure needed to support a thriving energy sector. Nigeria, with its vast offshore oil and gas fields, has long been a major energy exporter. The country has developed extensive facilities to extract, process, and export natural gas, making it a cornerstone of Africa's energy landscape. Algeria, too, possesses significant gas reserves and has a well-established pipeline network connecting it to Europe. This infrastructure allows Algeria to efficiently transport its natural gas to European markets, making it a key supplier in the region. Mozambique has emerged as a major player in recent years, with the discovery of massive offshore gas fields. These discoveries have attracted significant international investment, positioning Mozambique as a rising star in the global energy market. Senegal, Tanzania, and Mauritania are also attracting significant investment in their nascent gas industries. These countries are in the early stages of developing their natural gas sectors, but they hold great promise for future growth and development. These countries represent just a fraction of Africa's gas potential. The continent's vast and varied geology means that there are likely many more undiscovered reserves waiting to be found. As exploration continues and new discoveries are made, Africa's role in the global gas market is only set to grow. The continent's untapped potential offers a wealth of opportunities for both local economies and international investors. For Europe, facing an urgent need to diversify its energy supplies, Africa presents a compelling opportunity. The continent's vast natural gas reserves could provide a stable and reliable source of energy for European countries looking to reduce their dependence on other suppliers. The continent's proximity to Europe, combined with its vast gas reserves, makes it an attractive alternative to Russian gas. This geographical advantage means shorter supply routes and potentially lower transportation costs, making African gas a competitive option. Moreover, many African nations are eager to develop their energy sectors and attract foreign investment. Governments across the continent are implementing policies and reforms aimed at creating a favorable business environment for energy companies. This confluence of factors has created a unique window of opportunity for Europe and Africa to forge a new energy partnership. By working together, they can create a mutually beneficial relationship that supports economic growth, energy security, and environmental sustainability for both regions. Beyond the economic benefits, the development of Africa's natural gas industry also has the potential to bring significant social and environmental advantages. Local communities can benefit from job creation, improved infrastructure, and educational programs focused on the energy sector. Additionally, the revenue generated from natural gas can be reinvested into renewable energy projects, further diversifying Africa's energy mix and contributing to global efforts to combat climate change. The growth of the energy sector also opens up new opportunities for the continent's youth and women, empowering them with the skills and knowledge needed to participate in this dynamic industry. As Africa continues to develop its natural gas resources, the continent is poised to play a pivotal role in the global energy landscape. Collaborative projects between African and European companies can pave the way for a more interconnected and resilient energy future. In conclusion, Africa's vast natural gas reserves represent a continent of opportunity. With the right investments and partnerships, Africa can not only meet its own energy needs, but also become a key player in the global energy market, driving economic growth and sustainable development for years to come.